Just on a side note, you know what I'm saying? What's good, everybody? Just on a side note, I just realized. Shout out to my boy, Yao Marshmallow, Yao, the guy with the Pan African flag in my comment section. I'm forgetting your name, bro. The one who be doing these intros. Shout out to him for doing my NFL and NBA intro. I just realized this is the NBA. All the players that you see on those teams are gonna be gone because no player stays loyal to an NBA team anymore. So I've realized that. Doing the intro. But what's good, man? What up? What up? What's good, y'all? Let's talk about the Los Angeles Clippers, man. Shout out to my boy Jordan Francis. He's a Clippers fan. Shout out to my boy John Johnson. He a Clipper fan too. You know, I've been wanting to talk about for the Clippers for a minute, and let's talk about the Clippers. All right, James Harden, Fat Boy. What up, man? I gave you a lot of smoke this beginning of this NBA season. I gave you a lot of smoke this NBA season and this NBA offseason. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I mean, you're doing your thing out there. I see you against the Hawks getting and ones, doing step backs, looking like 2018, 2019, 2017. Harden. Listen, Harden, I still stand by everything. Go look up my James Harden videos if you ain't watch them. I still stand by what I say about James Harden, but it's always nice to see him go off. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I grew up with James Harden back in high school. A lot of my boys was James Harden fans. And, you know, watching him go off gives me a little nostalgia back watching him go off with the Rockets. You know what I'm saying? But James Harden's doing his thing, averaging and scoring. Paul George, PG. This might come as a shock. Paul George, I can't even say he's my most hated player in the NBA anymore. Paul George's been quiet. Maybe because he knows I was going to give him that smoke last year if he said anything stupid. But, you know, I think he was injured. I think he was injured last year. I don't think he played against the Suns last year. I think it was just Kawhi and Russ until Kawhi got injured. But Paul George been doing his thing. He's been staying healthy, been doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I got no smoke for anybody who's been balling, you know. I said he's like the Derek Carr in the NBA. But, you know, unlike Derek Carr, Paul George is actually first ballot Hall of Fame. He's actually worth something. He's actually done stuff, but, you know, Paul George is off my, you know, list for now. For now. Don't say anything stupid, Paul. Don't do anything stupid, Paul. Don't do it. Don't do it, because once you're on my list, you can never escape my list. Like, Derek Carr's never going to escape my list. He's always going to get the smoke. Even this year when he was irrelevant, he's always going to get the smoke. Paul George, I'm giving you a get out of jail card. Get out of RJ's list card. Don't ruin it. Don't say anything stupid. Don't say you should be Finals MVP. Don't say you should be MVP. Don't say you a top 5 shooting guard all time. Don't say nothing stupid. Don't say nothing stupid. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about my man Russ. Now, this morning I was looking up NBA trades because obviously, you know, now the recording of this video, there has been no big NBA trades at all. So therefore, Russ is still on the Clippers, and I heard they was maybe trade Russ. I would not trade Russ. If I'm the Clippers, I'm not trading Russ. Russ is coming off the bench. He's amazing off the bench. He's great defensively. He's a great energy for the bench and for the starters when they come off the bench. I will keep Russ. And Russ is willingly coming off the bench, giving you 15 to 20 and averaging 13, 14 assists while playing defense. We need to give a round of applause to Russell Westbrook. We need to give a round of applause to him. From a guy who was MVP status to willingly come off the bench and listen, Russ for 6th man of the year. Yo, Klay Thompson, take notes. Russ was a bigger star and way better than you, and he's willing to come off the bench. He's willing to come off the bench and help out. Klay, you should take it. Mr. Klay over here talking about it's hard to come off the bench, man. Please, but you know, it is what it is there. Russ is doing his thing. Shout out to Russ. And, you know, I want to give a shout out to the Clippers, man. Clippers are, I think, at worst, I think they're like the 5th seed. I know the Thunder might be 1. I know the Thunder, Timberwolves, and Nuggets have 1 more win than them. They have 1 more extra loss than them. But I know, so 1, 2, 3, and then the Clippers have 34. Yeah, so they're at least 4. They're at least the 5th seed. I don't know what the standings are. I don't know why it's not telling me the standings straight up, but, you know, it is what it is. But Clippers might be doing their thing. The Clippers might be a dark horse. Now, I know this is always said every year. They might be a dark horse. They might. But this all relies on Mr. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi, I seen you sign the bag. Kawhi, let's go to these stats. Kawhi, bro, I don't care about no betting, bro. Care about no betting? Thank you. Thank God. Kawhi, I seen you averaging 24 points, averaging 6 rebounds, and play 45 games. You played 45 games. That's for Kawhi Leonard. What? Yo, don't interrupt me. My bad, y'all. For Kawhi Leonard to have 45 games, that is impressive. That's really impressive. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. But you know what I'm saying. But Kawhi, you gotta stay healthy, bro. I have no problem with Kawhi Leonard low managing here and there, what he's been doing. He's taking a game off against a bum team like the Rockets or the Pistons or something like that, and then playing the big games. I think the last game, I think he had a good game against the Hawks. I think Monday. Yep, Monday. Kawhi Leonard's doing his thing. Kawhi Leonard, I mean, I'm not saying he should win the MVP. I don't know who should. That's a good video. Who should win the MVP? But Kawhi Leonard's been doing his thing. Now, this all falls on Kawhi Leonard because I'm going to keep it real with you. Let's keep it all the way real. This Clippers team is better than that Raptors team back in 2019. Shout out to my boy Osaka, who's a Raptors fan. This Clipper team is better than that Raptors team. They don't have a vocal leader, but in the West, besides the Nuggets, who the Clippers match up good with the Nuggets. You know what I'm saying? The Clippers match up good with the Nuggets. They can make it to the finals. And unless it's the Boston Celtics, who are most likely coming out the East, I really don't see a team that can beat them if Kawhi Leonard is healthy. Because, I mean, James Harden really doesn't have an injury history, but, I mean, they can go without James Harden. Paul George obviously has a injury history, but they can go out without Paul George. You saw it last year until Kawhi Leonard got injured. And Russ is Iron Man. You don't really have to worry about him getting injured. But looking at these standings, and all these teams are young. Nuggets, Timberwolves, and Thunder. Looking at all, and I know the Suns are, they're starting to get their mojo back. Kings, they're doing their thing. Lakers and Golden State, you can forget about it. You know what I'm saying? You can forget about it. But all these teams are young. You have 4 veteran presence against the Timberwolves and the Thunder. Don't be shocked that the Clippers beat them because OKC's young. Timberwolves are young. Nuggets, good matchup. That's a toss-up matchup. I don't know. I got to see if Jamal Murray's injured, then, it's GG's for the Nuggets. And then, obviously, the Suns matchup. I mean, with all these – I mean, look what they did to the Suns last year with Kawhi and Russ. Can you imagine what they're going to do with Kawhi, Russ, James, and PG if they meet up in the first round? Now, granted, the Suns do have Bradley Beal, but let's be fair. Bradley Beal – this ain't Bradley Beal in 2018, 2019. This ain't even Bradley Beal in 2021. Dude can't even stay healthy. I promise you, Bradley Beal's played under 25 games this year. Anytime I watch the Suns, I don't even think he played last night. I could be wrong about that. Shout out to my boy TR. I don't know if he played last night, but, it is what it is. But this Clippers team all falls on the shoulders and the kneecaps of Kawhi Leonard. I've been wanting to talk about the Clippers for a minute because I know they started off 0-5, 0-6, around there-ish with James Harden, but maybe they just had to gel together. And I do think Ty Lue's a good coach. You know what I'm saying? He's the only LeBron coach that has success without LeBron that I can remember in recent memory, unless you want to count Frank Vogel. But I think I'll take Ty Lue over Frank Vogel. But this Clipper team can really do something if Kawhi can stay healthy. And that's a huge if. But Kawhi, 45 games this year, that's not bad. He's played more games than LeBron. Played more games than Bradley Beal. He's played more games than Joel Embiid. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. And I'm just saying, look out for the Clippers. But that's my thoughts, man. What are yours? What's your thoughts on my take on the Clippers? RJ out.